Let's talk about this new sales performance plan, which is launching May 1st, 2026. This has been a tremendous effort by a lot of the leaders, not only on the corporate side, but also on the affiliate side as well. And we're really excited about this new program. So there are four ways of earning income. Number one, you make money when you retail product. And that can be anywhere from 20% up to 40 to 50%, depending on how much you're marking up some of the products that are out there. And so retail is pretty simple. The next way you can earn income is by selling product. And this is when Nu Skin ships the product for you. There is a commission that is paid on L1, which are your personally sponsored people that are purchasing products. So when you're between 0 to 499 in sales volume on L1, you will receive a 5% commission on the commissionable sales volume. When you generate over 500 in L1 volume, that will unlock the second level and you'll receive 5% on that level as well. And then when you become a brand representative, which we'll talk about what that looks like, you can then start to earn more income through the build bonus. The build bonus is for brand reps and above. And once your volume is over 2,000 maintenance, you would receive an additional 10% of your entire group's commissionable sales volume. When you're over 3,000, that goes up to 13%. Over 5,000 goes up to 15%. Over 10,000 is 20%. And over 15,000 is 25% on your entire group sales volume. And one other thing to notice here is that when your group sales volume is over 3,000, the company will double your L1 and L2 bonus. So you won't just get 5%, but you will get an additional 5% for a total of 10% on L1 and a total of 10% on L2. So lots of incentives to get to 3,000 in group sales volume. What also then will happen is as you help other people become a brand rep and you are maintaining over 3,000 in group sales volume, you will now get the lead bonus. And that lead bonus can pick up to 6 generations depending on your pin title. So the higher your pin title, the more generations of leaders that you get paid on. Now, there is a lot of income that is paid in the lead bonus. So even though it is a smaller percentage at 5%, this is where the majority of leaders are making the bulk of their income because it's on a lot of volume. This is where you get the most leverage in the compensation plan. And so we talk to people about the importance is in the business is number one, create some customers, start selling some products, and start sponsoring some affiliates. Then start to build a team so you can become a brand rep, start making more income, and then you scale your business by helping other people become brand reps, and you multiply that in the lead bonus. There's also an additional incentive that is new, and that anyone that is personally sponsored and becomes a brand rep on your, that would be your G1, they're going to give you an extra 5% on their entire group. And so in summary, the lead bonus, when you're over 3,000, you will get 10% on any personally sponsored G1s and 5% of the rest up to 6 generations down. And so this is what it looks like when you combine these bonuses together. You'll see at the top, you'll see that L1 and L2 bonus. And then you'll see down below, it will show you the build bonus at the different breakpoints. So at 2,000, you're getting paid 10% on the build bonus plus 5% on L1 and L2. And then you'll see at 3,000, the build bonus goes up to 13% plus 10% on L1 and L2 and so on. So this is a very exciting enhancement and simplification to the compensation plan. We talked about this double G1 lead bonus. So again, this is when you personally sponsor a frontline brand rep, you will get an extra 5% of the lead bonus, which is a total of 10%. So this again goes into effect May 1st. So this is an enhanced version of the SPP plan. They've simplified the L1 and the L2. The build bonus has been increased. There is a 10% G1 lead bonus on personally sponsored brand reps. And the brand rep qualification is 4,000 in 3 months. So that will actually give you more time to work with your brand affiliates that are in qualification to help them mature and be incentivized to go out there and do that. And then they are going to cap the flex points at 3,000 for all new brand reps. But if you have been around for a while, you will continue to keep your flex blocks, whatever you've earned, but you will not earn any additional flex blocks. And then restart will be at 6 months. And so let's break it down and see what this looks like. So if this is you at the top, your L1 volume is including any retail customers, any members that you enroll, any brand affiliates that you've personally sponsored, and any other brand affiliates. Now, your L2 volume is your personally sponsored brand affiliates and their L1. Okay, so, and that would include their retail customers, their members, and their brand affiliates. That would equate your L2 volume. So L1 is no longer just customers. L2 is no longer just customers. They're counting all of the volume on those levels for your payout. So it's going to be easier for you guys to unlock level 2. So let's look at qualification and what this looks like. There are 3 different ways that you can qualify. You can qualify in 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months. So the 1 month qualification is what's considered fast track. So rather than having to do 4,000, when you do 3,000 in group sales volume and 1,000 of that volume is on your L1, you will fast track and qualify in 1 month. To do 2 month qualification, that is the normal 4,000 in group sales volume with 1,000 of that being L1. And there are minimums there. Minimum month 1 is 1,000. Minimum month 2 is 2,000. And the minimum monthly for L1 is 250 in sales volume. So when that accumulates and you have a total of 4,000, you will qualify in 2 months. And then for 3 months, you have a cumulative of 4,000 again. So it's the same qualification, but you can now spread it out over 3 months. You just need to make sure that you're hitting those minimums every month, with the 3rd month being over 2,000. The company wants to see that you're able to maintain that 2,000 in group sales volume so that when you do get promoted, it's going to be easier for you to stay qualified. Now, let's talk about one of my favorite things. It has been probably 20 years since they've had these leadership advancement bonuses. And when I joined the business, I kept the business really, really simple, is to chase these leadership advancement bonuses by becoming a brand rep and helping other people become brand reps to increase your title. These bonuses, when you focus on them, really help simplify goals for the new person. These are starting on April 1st. And so any new brand rep that has 500 in subscriptions in their group sales volume will get a $500 cash leadership advancement bonus. You need to maintain it for 2 months, and that will then be paid out. For new golds, there's a $750 cash bonus. This is an addition to the brand rep. So these are all cumulative. And then you can see as you go down there, there are $22,250 in leadership advancement bonuses that you can collect on your way to Blue Diamond. And what we're going to focus on here during this training is getting to Ruby. And you can see that there are $4,250 of additional bonuses, cash bonuses that you get paid by becoming a Ruby. So becoming a Ruby, there's a plan that we've put together and we've aligned as leaders to help you get to these bonuses and build the foundation of your business faster. Rubies are, when you become a Ruby, you've got about a 40% chance of becoming a Blue Diamond, because that's typically what the conversion is. And so becoming a Ruby is an important milestone in the compensation plan. So become a Ruby, what the goal would be is to recruit 10 new subscription customers and 10 brand affiliates that join the business. You can do that over the course of a year. The Ruby plan, what we're going to do is show you how to do it in 2 months by acquiring 5 new customers on subscription and 5 brand affiliates on month 1, repeating that in month 2, and teaching your team to do the same thing. So let's take a look at what this will accomplish here in the next 60 days. So the first step here is to purchase your business starter kit. We have put together a bundle for $750 that includes the 5 most popular products in the Nu Skin and Pharmanex catalog. Three of these products will improve your score. This includes LifePack, this includes Meta, and this includes AgeLock Youth, Beauty Focus, New Biome, the Prism, and then you also get some additional products to try out. This is a fantastic kit. This is actually a lower investment than it was when I started 22 years ago in the business. And so this is something that is accessible to everybody. You have your device, you have all your products. And the key here is to have a product experience to improve your score and to set up a duplication. Because when you recruit your first person, one of the things that they're going to often ask you is, how did you get started? And when you start with this kit, you just tell them that, and they're likely to do the same thing. This Ruby plan is all about duplication and simplification to make it easier for everybody to move forward in the business. And so once you purchase that kit, you're then going to convert your account to a brand affiliate if you haven't done so already. Step number 3 is to enroll 5 customers. You can enroll them ideally as members. So this is you've got your kit, you've enrolled your 5 customers on subscription. That's the key here. We're not just selling devices, we're enrolling people on subscription so that they can get the benefits of the products and you can have a more stable business. You're then going to enroll 5 new business builders with the kit. I suggest what I typically do is I will sign them up as members with an offer because it's a lot easier and faster to get them signed up that way. And then once they purchase the kit, we will then convert them over to a brand affiliate so they can start earning commissions. And then the last step here is what we talked about is then helping them convert their accounts from members to affiliates. So this is step 1. Let's look at what happened here. So your results is number 1, you achieved Affiliate Elite because you have over 500 in subscription volume in your group. You also achieved Brand Representative, which is the first milestone. Becoming a brand representative is one of the most important things in the compensation plan because it unlocks additional commissions and it is the building block on how you're going to duplicate your organization. So between your level 1 bonus and getting the new leadership advancement bonus of $500, you also got a quick start milestone. Actually, there's a typo in there. That should just be quick start milestone 1. So you get a free product package valued at $120 or so. And so you've recouped $791. So you basically have recouped your initial investment, plus you still have your product and your Prism to try out and utilize. So you've recouped your investment in step 1. Let's look at what step 2 happens. All you're going to do here is you're going to repeat the same thing. But first, what you want to do is set up a member account for your household. That's what you're going to utilize to purchase your subscription for your personal consumption for your home to optimize some of the benefits of the subscription program. You're then going to do the same thing that you did in step 1, where you're going to enroll 5 new customers. So now you have a total of 10 customers. And then you're going to enroll 5 new business builders the same way that you got started with that starter kit. Now everyone is starting the same way. They're all using the products. They're getting familiar with them. And that creates simplicity for your duplication. And now your 5 affiliates that you sponsored from last month are going to do the same thing. They're going to recruit 5 new affiliates and 5 new customers. So what's happened now is your organization has now multiplied. You now have a total of 36 affiliates and 35 customers in your organization. And what has happened here between all of your bonuses and your leadership advancement bonuses, in this second step, you've earned over $9,000 in commissions, bringing your total to over $10,000. You've earned 53 success trip points. So you're well on your way to qualify for a trip for 2 on the next success trip. And you've now got a very strong foundation for your business. There's a trip that you can qualify right now for Yokohama, Japan. And there's an additional track to qualify. In addition to the success trip points, you can qualify by sponsoring 2 new personally sponsored brand reps and have organizational growth. And if you increase your pin title then during that process, you'll also capitalize on the leadership advancement bonuses. So there is a very exciting window right now that you guys can run with. And I would challenge each one of you to personally recruit at least 2 new front level brand affiliates and run with them to become brand reps by the end of the month, because it's a very exciting window right now to capitalize. So let's look what happens when you multiply this again. Everybody repeats this process again. You're now going to end up with about 200 brand affiliates on your team. And if we assume that every brand affiliate has 10 customers plus their household order, that would be about, on average, about $1,600 in sales per brand affiliate. You would have $320,000 in revenue or volume moving through your organization. Most affiliates are going to be getting at least 5% of that. So you can do some of the calculations of what that looks like. When you repeat that one more time, you end up with over 1,000 brand affiliates in your organization. And you can see that you're doing now over $1 million in revenue. Now, things don't always replicate perfectly. In fact, they never replicate perfectly. But what we're doing is we're showing you a plan to follow. And this gives you a high chance of replicating and growing your organization. This is a path to follow for success. So I hope that you found this Ruby plan simple. I hope that you're motivated now to move forward. The next thing to do is to get into action. Start to write down a list of names of the people that you want to scan with Prism, do an assessment with, meet them about the business, and start working towards accomplishing